Hi, welcome back to the Box of Delights game channel. So I thought this one would make a refreshing change for us. It's a bit more accessible. Certainly you can pick this one up on the high street, in the UK at least anyway. It says 2 to 4 players here, but you can play this solo as well. You can just take on the role of 2 players because it's a cooperative game. Okay, let's have a look at this this game a little bit closer and have a look at the theme. Forbidden Island is going to be a great little family game, and maybe a little filler if you're a solo player. It tells us Forbidden Island was the secluded retreat of an ancient mystical empire known as the Archaeans. Legend has it that the Archaeans possessed the ability to control the Earth's core elements, fire, wind, water and earth, through 4 sacred treasures: the Crystal of Fire, the Statue of Wind, the Ocean's Chalice, and the Earth Stone. Because of their potential to cause catastrophic damage if they fell into enemy hands, the Archaeans kept the treasures secretly hidden on Forbidden Island and designed it to sink if intruders ever attempted to claim them. In the centuries since the mysterious collapse of their empire, Forbidden Island remained undiscovered, until now. Will your team be the first to breach its borders, capture the treasures and make it out alive? We have an idea now about what our objectives are, and we're going to go through the setup. So we've got to work together to keep Forbidden Island from sinking in order to buy enough time to capture its 4 treasures. And once we've captured them, we've got to make it to Fool's Landing. This is one of these tiles. And we've got to escape by helicopter to win the game. If the island sinks before we can complete this, then the mission ends and we've been defeated. But the setup tells us we need to shuffle these 24 island tiles, and then we need to randomly place them face up into a grid. And it's kind of like a 4x4 grid in the centre, and then 2 tiles next to each of the 2 middle tiles on every side. I'll set this up, and then you can see exactly how this setup should appear. So I'll just finish shuffling these. Let's form a stack. I don't think it really matters too much. Maybe it does. Maybe people who've played this game understand how important the setup is, but you know, we can see the backs of the cards, but let's just randomise these guys a little bit further. Right, and now we have to set up the island. So we start with a 4x4 grid, face up. The names of these tiles are pretty good and the art looks really nice. So what have we got here? Bronze Gate, Whispering Garden, Phantom Rock, the Cliffs of Abandon. So we've got a 4x4 grid, and then we place 2 around each side, like so. And there we go, there's our setup. This is Forbidden Island, ready for our game. Step 2 of the setup says, place your treasures. So we place the 4 treasure figurines, the Earth Stone, Statue of the Wind, Crystal Fire and Ocean's Chalice around the island, and these are the things we've got to try and capture. I don't think it really matters where they go. It also says take a moment to locate the 8 tiles on which you can claim treasures. So each treasure can be claimed on one of 2 tiles. And they've got the symbol in the bottom left corner. So for example, you can see that the Earth Stone can be captured here in the middle in the Temple of the Moon or the Temple of the Sun. And we can see that the Crystal of Fire can be captured here at the Cave of Embers. So here's our 2 Earth Stones. The Statue of the Wind can be located, can be claimed here at the Whispering Garden and the Howling Garden. The Crystal of Fire here at the Cave of Embers and the Cave of Shadows. And the Ocean's Chalice, this can be claimed here at Tidal Palace and the Coral Palace. So they're kind of spread around a little bit, but mostly through the middle. The next step, it says, is to divide the cards. So we've got 3 types of card. These flood decks, treasure decks and adventure cards. So we've got to separate these. So this is our flood deck. This is our treasure deck. And these are our adventurer cards. We've got different types of guys. We've got diver, pilot, messenger, explorer, navigator or engineer. So it looks like you can take on different roles in this game. Step 4 tells us the island starts to sink. So it says shuffle the flood deck and place it face down on one side of the island to form the flood draw pile. Draw the top 6 cards, one at a time, and place them face up next to the draw pile to form the flood discard pile. For each card drawn, flip the corresponding island tile over to its flooded, that's the blue and white side. Okay, so let's do that. So that's 6 cards. So we want to take this one and give it a shuffle. And we'll place this at the side of the board to form the flood deck. And let's draw our 6 cards one at a time. Bronze Gate. So here's Bronze Gate. So we turn this from its face up to the blue and white side. So they show you that this part of the island has started to sink. Cliffs of Abandon. That's here. Cave of Embers. Whispering Gardens. Where's Whispering Garden? Oh, there. Temple of the Sun. Right in the middle. Misty Marsh. And this is our last one. So that's the 6. Misty Marsh, finally. The artwork's nice on the back as well. And you can see that the treasure emblems are still clearly visible on these face down cards. So I'm guessing that's bad that we've got 3 parts of the island with treasure locations. The next step is that the adventurers appear. So it says it's fine, it's okay to start on a flooded tile. So these are our flooded tiles. So for example, if we got the red guy here, this is the engineer, I think. The engineer would start on a flooded tile. You see these in the bottom right here, it shows you where the adventurers will appear at the start of the game. So yellow on the gold gate there, red on the bronze gate here, green on the copper gate here. So all these gate tiles look to be where our adventurers appear. I see Fool's Landing has got the blue player appearing there. Well, let's play two adventurers. We're playing solo, remember, but we'll use 2 adventurers. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty tricky with just one adventurer. You can't really play with one adventurer, from what I understand. It says 2 to 4 players, so the game is designed inherently to have 2, 3 or 4 adventurers. So we shuffle the 6 adventure cards and randomly deal 1. Each of you will take on the role of an adventurer with a special power that only you can do during the game. And take a moment to read aloud your roles and powers. Get to know your strengths, your teammates' strengths. It's easier to win if you cooperate and take advantage of these special powers. And then take a pawn of the matching colour of your adventure card and place it on the corresponding island tile. Okay, let's do that. So here's our 6 adventurer cards. We're going to randomise these. Not looking, not looking, not looking. Pick one. Tell me when to stop. You said stop? Okay. we have Messenger and Navigator. Navigator has this special ability that says move another player up to 2 adjacent tiles for 1 action. And Messenger says give treasure cards to a player anywhere on the island for 1 action per card. Right, well, we don't really know what that means yet, so let's carry on with the rules, let's carry on with the setup, and then these might start to make a little bit more sense. So we need to take the Messenger and the Navigator pawns and place them on the starting tiles. So yellow goes on the golden gate, and the Messenger goes on, I'm guessing this is white, silver gate, that's silver. The next step, it says, is to hand out the treasure deck cards. So we thoroughly shuffle the treasure deck and we deal 2 cards to each player. Place them face up in front of you so we can see them. If anyone gets a Water's Rise, give them a replacement card and shuffle the Water's Rise card back into the treasure deck. We place the treasure deck face down by one side of the board. There's going to be a treasure discard pile right next to the treasure deck, so we'll just pop it over here. Right, so here's our treasure deck. We need to give that a shuffle and give each player 2 cards. So we need to deal 2 cards to each player now. And give these to the Navigator. So we've got this Chalice, and we have a Sandbags card. So shore up any one tile on the island, play at any time, it does not count as an action, and discard it once you've used it. And give these to the Messenger. So we have a Statue of Wind card and a helicopter lift that says move 1 or more pawns on the same tile to any other tile, or lift your team off Fool's Landing for the win. Play at any time, does not count as an action. So these are kind of special abilities that are within the treasure deck. So we're going to look out for these and see when the right time is to play them. And the last thing it says here for the setup is set the water level. So we place the water meter level, which is this guy, on the left side of the water meter, and set it to the appropriate starting difficulty level according to the type of game you want to play. For example, if this is your first time playing a cooperative game, or a solo game in our case, set it to the novice level. Okay, well, to give us the best opportunity of showing you this game to completeness, we'll do that. We'll set it in novice. And also, you'll want to go and play this yourselves, and you'll want to try these harder levels. Okay.